For 19 years, the Pantone Color Institute has given us a color of the year, and for 2020, it's classic blue. This color sets the trend in all kinds of consumer products. Our experts compiled a list of places you'll be seeing this vibrant hue this year, starting with home decor.
Blue evokes a soothing, calm feeling, so when you add it to your home, it creates a welcoming, inviting space.
Yvonne Juarez of West Elm says classic blue is best in moderation.
Well, you definitely don't want a blue room, right? So you want to add accents of blue, whether you do a blue wall, or you add an accent chair that's blue, or you add pillows that are blue.
There's everything from carpets to planters and lamps.
So Yvonne, what are some other ways that I can add blue into my home?
Yeah, so you can add blue into your bath, and it's as simple as adding a towel.
The best part of classic blue is you aren't stuck with any one shade.
Blue is like a neutral where all the different tones of blue, you can mix them.
Next up, Classic Beauty gets the classic blue treatment with hair and makeup.
You can definitely add the trending blue, classic blue color into your makeup and hair, and you don't have to go overboard.
Our makeup guru, Angela Waters, says that blue is best when you add depth with other colors.
So I'm going to use a soft brown just in the crease.
And for the hair, a small clip-in extension is all you need.
I put it right into there, braided it in, so there's not too much, but you got that little pop of the classic blue.
Angela says brands like L'Oreal and Bobbi Brown offer looks in classic blue. Finally, classic blue is stepping out in style for 2020 with pops of the deep blue hue in a full range of sneakers.
Blue is such an easy color to wear. It's gonna hide your dirt and it goes with everything.
Laura Jai of Manor Sneaker Shop says classic blue is so popular, you'll see it in every shoe imaginable this season.
We have a lot. We got casual shoes, basketball shoes, kid shoes. I even have slides in blue.
You can also go online for Pantone branded kicks from Carrie Yuma. Choose from high top or low, they'll set you back $100 a pair. Keeping it blue from our hair to our shoes with Pantone's Color of the Year.
And if you look closely, you can also see classic blue in the stripes of my tie. And you can also bet it's going to be showing up during wedding season. If this happens to be the year you're asked to speak at a loved one's reception, there's a lot of pressure. Make it heartfelt, make it funny, but please keep it tasteful. If you're not sure how to do that, Jimmy Rhodes has tips on making the ultimate wedding speech.
I'm gonna try to be funny, so laugh at my jokes.
Having to give a speech at a friend or family member's wedding is a true honor, but it comes with responsibility.
There are definitely some things that the speech givers should be thinking about to ensure that they bring joy and enhance the special day rather than ruin the special day.
To learn how to wow the crowd, we turn to etiquette expert, aka Mr. Manners, Thomas Farley. First off, do your prep work.
Prep is so important, so you should not be scrambling the day before to write your speech. Start collecting your thoughts nearly from the moment that you're asked to give the speech.
Which brings us to the content.
You want to make sure that your speech is G-rated or maybe PG-rated. A little bit of fun is fine.
But he says no embarrassing stories.
So talking about former boyfriends or girlfriends, definitely off the table. But just fun little antics maybe that you had when you were in high school, the trouble that you got into, as well as how your friend met the person that you're marrying.
Next, let's chat about the length your toast should be.
Probably going to have way more material than you'll ever be able to use.
So he says narrow your stories down to the best of the best.
If you're going on longer than 5 minutes, you're really taking away from the occasion. This is not the You Show. This is about the couple that's just gotten married.
Last but certainly not least, let's talk about booze.
I would recommend, if you can avoid it, not partaking in any alcohol prior to the speech.
But he says if you get really nervous in front of a crowd,
maybe just that one half of a cocktail or maybe that one cocktail gives you the liquid courage that you need, not to ramble, but simply to be able to stand up in front of a room and loosen up just enough that you don't look stiff and uncomfortable.
And no matter what, Thomas says, just be yourself.
They chose you for a reason. As long as you portray who you are and portray them in a favorable and fun light, you'll knock it out of the park.
Thanks for coming. Have a great night. Bar's open. I'm totally kidding.
Now we have the tools so we can vow to make the perfect wedding speech.
All right, now it's time for our roundup of stories we just can't stop talking about. Heidi Fogelsong has What's Trending. Heidi.
Thanks, Shagun. Catching our attention today, popular books and ocean critters. But let's kick it off with a story about work. Why We Quit is first on our list of What's Trending.
I started my career in finance, but after a few years, I felt really trapped. I knew I needed to make a change.
Yikes, feeling trapped at work is never a good sign. And a new study by CareerAddict.com found the #1 reason people say goodbye to a gig is lack of progression, even more than pay.
If you're going to have to find money, take it from the superannuation fund. I don't care if you have to steal it from the employees. You're a slow chain dragger.
Wow, and more than 50% of folks said their boss took credit for their work. Maybe that's why nearly 90% of those who did put in their notice have no regrets.
But look at me now. I am the queen of the cubicles and happily employed.
Next, we've got an app that'll connect you with another world under the sea. That's at #2.
OSearch is a data-centric organization. It's an enterprise we built to help scientists collect previously unobtainable data in the ocean to help move the system toward abundance.
And this is cool. OSearch collects that data by tagging animals like seals, turtles, alligators, and sharks. And now ocean lovers can track the animals in real time with their updated app, like Unamaki, a more than 2,000-pound female shark first tagged in Nova Scotia.
Unamaki is what the indigenous people, the Micmac people of the region, call this area. It means land of the fog.
Plus, users can engage with fellow shark fanatics using the new community feature. The free app is available for iOS and Android.
Oh yeah, Mary Lee! Big girl!
Our final trending story is all about a library. The top checkouts are at #3.
One winter morning, Peter woke up.
That page turner is The Snowy Day, a 1962 classic that follows a young child's winter adventure. And turns out it's been checked out more than 485,000 times at the New York Public Library, making it the most borrowed book. To celebrate their 125th anniversary, they released the top 10 most checked out books of all time. Most were kids' books like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, The Cat in the Hat, and Charlotte's Web.
In the words of the Spider's Web, ladies and gentlemen, this is some pig.
The only nonfiction offering to make the list, Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, a book that's been in circulation since 1936. An honorable mention that surprisingly didn't make the list, Goodnight Moon. And that's what's trending.
Welcome back. There are a ton of streaming services, from Amazon to Netflix. But what's the best way to watch? Christina Guerrero's sifting through some of the devices that help you stream to see which one's right for you.
By the year 2021, about 50 million new cord cutters will have dropped cable or satellite TV to use content streaming players instead.
These streaming players replace your cable box, connects to your TV through HDMI just like your Comcast or Spectrum cable box, and connects to your Wi-Fi network.
And they're loaded with features. Luke Bauma, owner of CordCuttersNews.com, tells us which streaming player works best for your cord cutting style. For starters, there's the Roku Express.
Roku is by far the largest and most popular streaming player in the United States.
The device offers over 500,000 movies and TV episodes from thousands of free and paid channels like Netflix, ABC All Access, Hulu, and more in 1080p HD, and it's simple to use.
Roku not only offers a remote to access the content, but you can also use your smartphone to cast Netflix or YouTube to your TV, or even replace your remote completely with the Roku app on iOS and Android.
Luke says this makes the $30 Roku Express the best for people looking for a simple plug-and-play device.
No complicated menus, no complicated user interface.
Next, there's the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K.
The Amazon Fire Stick 4K is a huge improvement over older models with a faster processor, more memory, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos sound for beautiful, great crisp pictures and audio.
He says this is huge for Amazon Prime members who, for about $50, will get unlimited access to thousands of movies and TV episodes, plus ad-free listening to Prime Music. However,
some people do complain that's a little bit cluttered and it favors Amazon content over displaying stuff from like Netflix or Hulu.
And the final streaming player on our list, the Google Chromecast Ultra.
It's a little dongle that plugs into your TV and then allows you to cast videos from your phone or your tablet or your computer to your TV.
So unlike other streaming players, Chromecast doesn't use an interface with dedicated channels and apps for content, which makes this better for the more tech-savvy viewers.
But people who really live on their phones and tablets versus somebody who just wants a traditional remote to pick up and use their TV with.
Don't be left to your own devices with this streaming player breakdown.
Thanks, Christina. But enough about streaming. Let's talk about dreaming. If you're having trouble getting your Z's, you might want to check out the crowdfunding campaigns on Indiegogo. Teresa Strasser has 3 products that can help you sleep through the night really soon because they're fully funded. Teresa.
Thank you, Shagun. These Indiegogo products could help you get some shut-eye. Coming in at number 1, Comfy Night. This 3-piece orthopedic pillow set is designed to give you better posture as well as reduce back pain, joint pain, knee pain, even heartburn. Adjust where you put the pillows depending on how you like to sleep. Use the cooling gel to regulate your temperature, and if you must, use the side pocket for your smartphone.
Our pillows are 100% hypoallergenic and made of high-quality memory foam, which takes the shape of your body.
Good news for the people who dreamed this up. They have already raised about $325,000 if you want it. The set is $150 and it is available right now. At number 2, Z-Light. This was actually designed by Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg. It is a sleep box that doubles as a wireless charger and a speaker, but its key feature, a faint, pleasant light to gently let you know when to wake up and when you should stay in bed.
When you slightly open your eyes and you're about to wake up, you see the sleep box is not glowing yet, and you know that it's not time to wake up. So you go back to sleep with ease. And since you don't know the exact time, the stress will not get to you. Next time you open your eyes, you see that faint light of the sleep box, and you know that it's time to wake up.
This bright idea has raised over $325,000 and comes in many different styles that cost as little as $37, and plans are to ship in March. And the third Indiegogo sleep product making our list, Revive, a weighted blanket that's supposed to make you feel like you are being hugged. And this one is made entirely of eco-friendly bamboo.
Our bamboo fabric is thermoregulated and highly breathable, so Revive is perfect for all year round. Revive is super strong, wrinkle-resistant, yet softer, lighter, and way more comfortable than cotton or puppies.
Well, that sounds cozy. Even more so, the amount of cash they have raised so far, over $1.4 million. If you want one of these, a king-size set is available now for around $180. Dreamy looking products that could help you sleep better because they are fully funded.
Lots more of the list is still to come. Stay with us. Welcome back. With award season here, there's been a lot of talk about great movies, but let's be honest, sometimes it's just as fun talking about flops. Heidi Fogelsong looks at 4 of the biggest duds of the past decade. It's on the hot list.
Film studios are always hoping the movies they release bring in big bucks. But that's not always the case. Today we're looking back at some flicks that fell way short based on research from Go Banking Rates and global ticket sales data from Box Office Mojo.
I've never seen that before.
It's our countdown for the 4 biggest box office flops of the past decade, and it begins with 2013's R.I.P.D.
This is a joke.
Not even Hollywood's heartthrob Ryan Reynolds next to the legendary Jeff Bridges could help push this action flick at the box office.
Meet your new partner.
Now, you got to earn that.
The movie took a $50 million loss from its $130 million budget. It didn't help that it went up against flicks like The Conjuring, which cost a fraction to make, but still earned $300 million worldwide.
You might notice we're pretty durable.
Still hurts.
Now to spot number 3, a romantic comedy that didn't get much ticket sale love. How do you know?
Why are you moving away?
I want to give you room to think and decide.
Reese Witherspoon, Owen Wilson, Paul Rudd, and Jack Nicholson star in this 2010 flick that lost over $70 million.
It's not a ring. Well, you don't have to look so relieved about it.
One of the reasons why? The overinflated salaries of this megastar cast, which racked up the movie's price tag to $120 million.
Are you going to make me literally run from bad news?
You do not have the luxury of not...
At number 2, a wartime romance from 2016, The Promise.
The world is at your feet, Mikhail. Do us proud.
Mixed reviews hurt this near $100 million flick that stars Oscar Isaac and Christian Bale.
She's very fond of you. It's obvious.
It earned just over $12 million, also due in part to competition with flicks like The Fate of the Furious, which grossed over $1.2 billion worldwide.
No one here is safe.
Finally, the biggest box office flop of the past decade, Mars Needs Moms.
I'm just messing with you. Welcome to Mars.
Disney invested $150 million in this 2011 animated movie, but the high production costs didn't really pay off in the end.
Let her go!
They were up against another animated flick, Rango, which grossed almost $250 million.
Don't come any closer! I know karate!
The biggest box office bombs of the past decade on the hot list.
Wow, hard to believe Disney lost more than $111 million on an animated movie. But don't worry, they'll just make Frozen 3. We'll be right back. We are back. Food and a toy? No wonder kids love McDonald's Happy Meals. That kid-friendly McFeast recently celebrated its 40th birthday. So Teresa Strasser hit the drive-thru to unbox 5 fun facts you may not know about the Happy Meal.
McDonald's sells more than 3.2 million Happy Meals a day worldwide.
Ta-da!
If that's not mind-blowing enough, here's 5 fun facts about the fast food phenomenon.
Hola, soy tu amigo Ronald McDonald.
First up, the Happy Meal was invented in Guatemala by an enterprising woman named Yolanda Fernandez de Cofino back in the 1970s. It was introduced here in America in 1979 in a wagon-themed box. The first toy was a McWrist wallet.
Thank you so much.
And those toys are our second fun fact. McDonald's is the world's largest toy distributor.
McDonald's says they distribute 1.5 billion toys a year. Oh, cute, it's a STEM toy.
Next up, the McDonald's Happy Meal pioneered the movie Kids Meal tie-in.
Parents, take a good look. It's the only meal approved for your kids by the United Federation of Planets.
The first being 1979's Star Trek The Motion Picture. Since then, it's everything from Mulan and 101 Dalmatians to the Minions.
Hey, Black
Our fourth fun fact is that some of the older toys can fetch big bucks on eBay.
Oh, the Hamburglar.
Recently, the McNugget Buddies from the 80s fetched more than $250.
Now, this is a reproduction to celebrate their 40th anniversary, but if you have the original, that could be worth a whole $7. But he's priceless to me. I mean, he stole my heart.
We'll take one last bite at our list of fun Happy Meal facts. Always fresh apple slices. Ever notice the Happy Meal apple slices never go brown? That's because they use Nature Seal, which is the trade name for calcium ascorbate mixed with other natural ingredients.
Now that might sound like a scary chemical cocktail, but it's essentially calcium salts and vitamin C. According to the FDA, totally safe.
That closes the box on fun facts about the iconic Happy Meal.
My daughter's a little too young for her Happy Meal. I mean, she doesn't really have any teeth yet, but I can collect those toys for her.